All right, what's up, guys? So today I'm going to show you how to track your food intake on myfitnesspal. So let me go ahead and share my screen real quick so you can see it. Okay, so here I have pulled up myfitnesspal on my browser. So it's going to look a little different than if you pulled up on your phone, but I mean, it has all the same tabs, so you'll get the same thing. Okay, so first of all, when you download the app, it'll ask you to make an account, so your email, just like you would any other website. It's also going to ask you like your height, your weight, your activity level, and your goals, because it kind of does like a calorie count for you, which is what you see down here with mine. I don't know when I made this, honestly, a couple years ago. I ignore it. I'm tracking my own macros with my coach, and so I just used this website to track my intake. So I ignore all this, but you're welcome to use it if you want. So ignore this down here, but it will ask you all those questions, and then it'll come up with however many calories you should be eating a day. Um, I don't recommend listening to that, but it is there, it's a feature, whatever. So once you make an account, you'll be on a home page. At the bottom of your app, you'll see all of these tabs that you see up here. So the main one you're going to use if you're wanting to track your intake is food. So I'm going to click that. And as you can see, there's a bunch of foods logged here because this is my food that I've ate so far today. So myfitnesspal used to have this feature where you could scan barcodes, and it was so freaking nice, but they took that away for the free version, so you have to have the premium version to get that, and I'm just not willing to pay for something then I could just type in. So anyways, it sucks that's gone, but basically you can see here, we'll just use this as an example. So this is today, my breakfast. Everything I used is right here. So it tells you how many calories are in each thing, how many grams of carb, how many grams of fat, and how many grams of protein. If you're somebody that wants to count macros, this is a great tool because it breaks down all of that for you. So let's say we'll just go to tomorrow so I can show you how to do this. So say you open your app, it's today, you want to start counting, your food. So you'll see breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snacks. It'll be empty here. You'll have your goal that you set when you make your account. Like I said, I ignore all of this. I don't pay attention to this. I only pay attention to the totals. But again, it's there if you want to use that. So for breakfast, let's add our breakfast day for today. We're going to click add food. Now, once you use the app multiple times, you'll see a recents tab, and you can see all this food that I put in all the time. So once you use it, it's a lot easier just to click something. So I could easily come down here and click Quaker oats, because that's what I have for breakfast every morning. I could easily just click this and add it, add checked. But let's say you're starting new, whatever, it's your first time. So I'm gonna put in Quaker oats. Let's see what comes up. Search Quaker rolled oats. There's different options, whatever. So the biggest thing you want to make sure is turn your label around on your food and make sure it adds up. Like if this is saying that this, 40 grams is 150 calories, but on the back of my oats, it says that, 40 grams, which is a serving, is 50 calories, like it's not going to add up. So you just want to make sure it's similar, which I mean, most of them are. So this, I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to click, we'll see over here, it says, okay, how much did you eat? So I know that one serving is 40 grams. It does say that on the back of, the oats box. It says a half a cup or 40 grams. So I weighed out 40 grams. I have a food scale. I weigh all of my food. I highly recommend getting that, even if you don't want to track macros, which we're not going to go into macros, but it's really good to help with proportion control, and just knowing how much you're eating. So you can get them on Amazon for like 10 bucks. You can go to Walmart and get them. It's super easy. Like highly recommend having a food scale. Anyways, so I measured out 40 grams of oats. So I'm going to put add to diary. So now we can see that my oats were 150 calories, 27 grams of carb, 3 fat, and 5 protein. So say I always put protein powder in mine. So say I'm gonna add food, I'm gonna add all of my stuff in, okay, right? When I get to the end of the day, I can see my totals. So let's go back to yesterday of mine, just to show you an example. So say you get to the end of the day, you logged all of your food. See, look at all of this. I did everything. I go down to my total. That day I ate 2,027 calories. I had 200 grams of carbs, 71 grams of fat, and 159 grams of protein. Again, I've been ignoring all these daily goals, bullcrap. I don't use that. So that shows me everything I ate ends up being that. So you can see that down here. Another great feature, we'll go back to, we'll go acting like we're back here. Yes. So another great feature is you can add meals that you use all the time. So under my meals tab, again, these are things, my overnight oats. I make the exact same overnight oat recipe every day. So instead of typing in oats, my milk, everything one by one, I created a recipe here. And so now I can just click it and it shows you all that here. Another thing is eating out. I go to Kava a lot. Kava has all of their macronutrients on their website. Now, obviously, they're not weighing out the food right in front of me. It's an estimate, but it's a good estimate. So I get the same thing every time. So I've logged exactly what ingredients I have. So I know when I go to Kava, my bowl is 780 calories, has 79 grams of carbs, 34 fat, and 42 protein. I know that. And so I can just add that to my day really easily. Another good thing they have is recipes. So I know a lot of you have families, you have kids, you know, you're like, okay, Cheyenne, great, this is fine for just someone who's by themselves, but I make meals for my family. Well, you can enter your recipes in. I have 2 here, pumpkin spice baked oats, this creamy chicken chili. So what I did, I made this in a crock pot. I put everything in that I used, however many servings it is. So when I have a serving of it, I log it. So if you are, you know, are making meals for your family, like you can still use this to log your calories. So let's go back to my home. You know, this app has a bunch of other features on here that you could use. I don't get into any of that. I just specifically use it to log my food and count my macros. So basically it's super easy. It's just point and click and punch in. And like I said, if you're like me and you eat the exact same thing every day for like breakfast, or there's like 2 or 3 things you eat for breakfast and you just switch back and forth between those, it's super easy to log because once you log it once, you just punch a button and it's in. So I really, really like that. I really recommend everybody trying out this app once, even if you don't plan on counting macros. But basically, if you're trying to lose weight or you're trying to gain weight or you have any sort of physique goal or health goal, whatever, how do you know how many calories you're eating? You don't. You can't tell me how many calories you're eating because you have no idea. How do you know you're not under eating? So for me, example, when I started with my coach 5 weeks ago, I was severely under eating and I had no idea until I tracked my food intake. So track your food for a week. Don't even think twice about what you're eating. Your normal food, put it in there, and then at the end of the week, see, are you under eating or are you overeating? It's just a good baseline to get because you might not even know it. And if you're under eating, your metabolism is going to be completely wrecked and you're not going to be able to lose weight. So I just think it's a great thing to try. Yeah, it takes a little more time, I guess, when you're making your food, but for me, it's nothing now. It's just an easy point of a button. It keeps me on track, and I really, really recommend it. It's super easy. It's super user friendly. It has every food you can think of. You can just type in, you know, the brand or the food or whatever. Like I said, we put oats here. I went ahead and deleted that just because I don't need to do that for tomorrow. But anyways, I think it's really important to at least see kind of what calorie intake you're at because like I said, you could be overeating or undereating. It's not something you have to use again. You could, you know, track for a week and say, okay, I'm comfortable where my calories are at. I'm not interested in tracking macros. And you can delete the app, you know, and you could open it again in 6 months if you want. Or you could use it every day, you know, and start to count macros and whatever else. It's a great tool to just see where your baseline is, because I guarantee you'll be surprised where your baseline is. It won't be what you think it is. It definitely wasn't for me. And I thought, I go to the gym 4 or 5 times a week. I've been doing it for months. I thought I ate pretty good, which, I do, but I was severely under eating. So again, this app is super easy. You can just log whatever you're eating for the day. You can log it ahead of time. So say you have a busy day tomorrow at work, say you're a nurse like me. I go in the night before and I log my breakfast, my lunch, and my snacks that I'm taking to work. So I know exactly what I'm eating. I log everything the night before, so it's there. Like I said, if you have recipes that you make a lot for your family, put it in the recipes tab, or the My Meals. There's a meal that you eat every day or every other day or once a week, and you're like, it just makes it easy. Put it under there. It's just in there for once. um Again, it's nice to see kind of how many carbs you're eating, how many fat you're eating, how many proteins you're eating, because you should be prioritizing these things. You should have a well-balanced diet, and that's where macros come into play. But again, I'm not going to go into that, but it's just really, really, really great tool that lays it all out for you. I highly recommend, and I hope this helped you understand kind of how to work it a little bit. It's super user friendly. Please don't pay for the premium. There's no point in that. And if you try it out, let me know how it goes. Let me stop sharing my screen. There we go. Anyways, guys, so I hope this was helpful. Let me know if it was, and I hope you have a great day. All right, bye.